Hi, this is Dr. Edna Maro. Today we're going to solve the most common questions that patients ask us regarding the security measures that we are following against COVID-19. Mexican airports are now open to international and national flights, even though your trip is not an essential one. However, we are providing our patients a medical leave letter just to be safe and show it in case the customs service asks it. At the airport, you are not going to be tested for COVID-19. They are only going to ask you follow general safety recommendations such as wearing your mask. They will provide you with sanitizing alcohol gel and they are going to take your temperature. In Nueva Vallarta, beaches are still closed. Hotels, accommodations and restaurants are starting to open their facilities. At the end of the way, Nueva Vallarta and Puerto Vallarta are tourism destinations. However, please be wise. Avoid unnecessary exposures that may put yourself, your treatment, and the ones that you love at risk. Yes, in Leap Fertility Center, we have COVID-19 rapid test. Actually, this is a mandatory test that you will have to perform 36 hours before you go through a surgery for the egg retrieval or before the embryo transfer. This is not only to follow our national recommendations before entering to a surgery room. This is also going to take care of yourself. No, you are not at risk for COVID-19 here in our facilities. Actually, all of our member staff have been tested for COVID-19 and they rule negative. We are following mandatory regulations that include assessment of temperature since the entrance of our members. We have to wear regularly masks, keep a healthy distance, and use alcohol sanitizing gel regularly. We also have to perform a daily and regularly sanitation of our facilities and installations. As you may notice, we are taking care of ourselves to help taking care of you. Yes, you can come with your partner, or whether you decide to come by your own, there will be no problem. The only thing that we recommend you is to avoid bringing older or younger people to our installations because actually they are not going to be allowed to enter. This is only to take care of themselves and to avoid unnecessary exposures. Yes, of course. Your eggs, sperm, and embryos are going to be safely kept here inside our installations. They are in special containers that are daily verified just to provide them a healthy environment. That will be ruled out by your national government authorities. However, I would totally recommend you to keep aware of the presence of any symptoms. If you have questions regarding the presence of fever, cough, headache, you can contact your coordinator or even you can send me an email. We are going to be very happy to help you. So we have three different scenarios. The first one is if you have COVID-19 or any type of symptoms just before your arrival to Leap Fertility Center. That will mean that you will still be at home. If that's the case, you have to perform a rapid test or a PCR test, and if that runs positive, we have to wait until a PCR runs negative to start the treatment again. That will take approximately 3 to 4 months. The second scenario involves to present symptoms here in Puerto Vallarta. That involves that we have to perform a rapid test. However, because you have already started with symptoms, we have to recommend you to perform a PCR testing. If one or the two of them run positive, we have to stop the treatment. This is only for your safety and for the safety of your treatment. Third scenario involves having a negative test at home without symptoms, but once we perform the mandatory rapid test here in our installations, that will run positive. What we are going to do? We have to stop the treatment too. This is to avoid putting you in risk as well as our member staff and the installations, because we cannot go inside a surgery room with a COVID positive test. In order to explain myself better, I would like to take a look to the following chart. This is going to show you the type of decisions that we are going to take regarding the results of every COVID rapid test that you may take. I hope that you find this video helpful. Of course, there are going to be some questions, so feel free to contact us because we are going to be very happy to help you. Bye!